Hello besties, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be recreating this beautiful dress. If you're new to my channel, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. You'll be needing 2 yards of fabric for this. So I made this of crepe fabric and I folded this into 4. I cut out 30 inches for the back, 30 inches for the front, putting in consideration the sleeve length I'm working with and my hip circumference. Okay, so the sleeve length I'm working with is 14 inches plus 1 inch for sewing allowance, making it 15. Okay, and then the length, my hip circumference divided by 4 is 10.5. Hip 44 divided by 4 is 10.5 plus 2.5 inches extra, making it 13. So that is what you need to consider when folding your fabric. So some of us might use up to 3 yards. So here I'm marking out the 15 inches on the shoulder line. I'm using the whole length of the crepe material, and here I'm going to come down by 1.5 inch for my shoulder slant. Okay, and I'll mark the neck width of 4 by 4, 4 inches width, 4 inches depth. You can do 3 inches depth if you want it exactly like the model. Okay, like the model that was wearing the clothes, you can do 3 inches deep, 4 inches wide. So but I don't want mine to be too high, so I just did 4 inches by 4 inches, and this is for both the front and the back. Okay, so here I'm connecting the neckline, and next I'm going to connect the shoulder slope. Like I said before, if you're folding your fabric, you should put in consideration your sleeve length. That's from your center back neck to where you want your sleeve to be. That is your shoulder. From your center back neck to where you want your sleeve to be, or your shoulder divided by 2 plus your sleeve length. Okay, maybe you're working with shoulder 18 divided by 2, that's 6 and 8. What? No, shoulder 16 divided by 2, that's 8. Then plus 8 inches for your sleeve, that's 16, or 5 inches for your sleeve, or any sleeve length you're working with. Okay, so that's how to get your sleeve length at the shoulder. So here from the shoulder slant, I'll be marking my sleeve divided by 2. My sleeve is 13 inches divided by 2, making it making it 6.5, and to that I'll add 1 inch, so I'm marking 7.5 inches here. Okay, remember, don't take your sleeve so tight. So on the shoulder line I marked 15 inches. Here I'm going to be marking 14 inches. Okay, I marked 14 inches here, and I'm going to connect it straight up. On the shoulder line I marked 15 inches, and on the sleeve opening I marked 14 inches, and I'm going to connect it straight like this. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking my hip divider. You can just mark this straight down if you want, just take it straight down, or you mark your hip divided by 4 plus extra 2.5, 2 inches, 3 inches, depend on what you want, how big or how fitted you want your dress. Okay, so I marked my hip divided by 4 plus 2.5, that's 13 inches, and I'm going to mark that all through to the hem line. So now I'm going to cut this out. I mark that all through to the hem line. Okay, so on the shoulder, on the armhole line, you're going to curve from that 14 inches to meet the 13 inches we marked. I forgot to do that, but I'm going to show you when I get to that point. So here guys, I've gotten to the armhole area or the sleeve area. So this is it. I'm going to just make a curve a little bit like this. Okay, and I'll just cut it out like so. Remember at the shoulder line, I marked 15 inches. 15 inches plus sewing allowance of 1 inch. The length I'm working with is actually 14 inches plus sewing allowance of 1 inch, making it 15 inches. While at the sleeve area, I minus 1 inch from what I marked on the shoulder. I marked 14 inches there. Okay, so we are done cutting. I'm going to cut the neckline and then the shoulder slope. To the shoulder, you're going to add ½ inch for your sewing allowance. Okay, you add ½ inch for sewing allowance. And we are done cutting. So next is to turn the neckline. You can use bias tape to turn your neckline, but for me, I made use of facing. So guys, when I was cutting the facing, I didn't know that the camera wasn't recording. So I'm going to show you guys what I did and how I cut the facing. Okay, so this is the facing on my own. As you can see, we're actually making more than one of these dress. We're making for a client also. So I'll be using the other one to show you guys, but first of all, let me show you how I cut the facing. So you fold your fabric into two, or you leave it unfold the way you cut it. Okay, you leave it unfold the way you cut it. You get another pieces of fabric and fold into two like this. Okay, fold into two like this, and then you're going to place your material on it like so. So make sure what you have is 4 inches long downward. Make sure it's 4 inches longer than your neckline, and then you align it together, okay, to be equal here. And then you trace out your neckline and also shoulder slant. That's like 4 inches on your shoulder, 3 to 4 inches. Okay, so and after that you mark your 4 inches and connect. So but let me just cut out the neckline for those of us who don't even know how to cut facing at all. So let me just show you guys. So I'll keep it like this, and then I'll trace out the neckline like this. Make sure what you have is 4 inches longer than your neckline and also on your shoulder. Okay, so here I've cut it out, and you cut out the shoulder side also. Okay, cut out the shoulder side also. So here you're going to mark 4 inches, 4 inches down, and you connect it and use your scissors and cut it out. Okay, this is not 4 inches, this is not even equal, but I'm just using it for tutorial. Okay, for those of us who don't know how to cut facing. Okay, make sure it's equal. Don't mind the way my own is looking. Okay, this one is just for tutorial. So here is the second fabric I am making here. So as you can see, you place the facing right side facing the right side of your dress and turn the neckline. After turning the neckline, you notch. Okay, after turning the neckline, you notch on the neckline and top stitch on your facing. Top stitch on your facing. So you're going to get the second part of the dress. Okay, the second part of your dress, and then you're going to place them right side facing each other like this. Make sure you match the neckline, the shoulder together like so. And then what you're going to do is to sew shoulder to shoulder, facing to facing, fabric to fabric. You sew from the facing down to your sleeve length. Okay, sew from the facing down to your sleeve length. Place it this other side like so, the same way you make the other side, facing to facing and fabric to fabric. You sew from the facing down to the fabric. Okay, and after that it's going to look like this one. Going to look like this one, as you can see. Okay, excuse me. It's going to look like this one. And next I'm going to go serge the facing round. After weaving the facing round, I'll use hemming gum to hold it in place. Okay, use hemming gum and put inside and iron it flat. Okay, so I'm going to go do that and I'll be back. So just make sure you weave or you fold it, whichever one you want to do. Either you weave it round or you fold it. And after that, you're going to fold your sleeve. You weave the armhole, the shoulder area also. After weaving, you press open it like this and you fold in 1/2 inch first and 1/2 inch again. Okay, that's how you're going to fold the sleeve, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch on both sides of the sleeve. Okay, so I'll just go do that and I'll be back. So here guys, I have folded the sleeve. As you can see, the sleeve is neatly folded, and next you are going to do is to shape the side. Okay, so you fold the sleeve into two like this, fold your dress into two like so, and you start shaping using 1 inch or 1/2 inch, whatever you want. So just make a little curve from the armhole then down to the hem. Just curve it a little like this. Sorry, my hand is covering what I'm showing, but just make a little curve like a C curve down to the hemline. Okay, and then you fold. I'm trying to mark what I'm trying to show you guys, but it's not actually showing up. So you just sew like this, a little curve, and then you sew down the hem, and then you fold your hemline. You do the same thing on this side also. Okay, you also sew the same, just come in a little like 1 inch, and then you curve it down. Okay, come in like this, and then you curve down and sew using 1/2 inch or 1 inch. You fold your hemline, and that is all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and share this video. Please, I beg, help me like this video. Okay, and I'll be seeing you in my next tutorial. If you have any question, ask me. Bye.